All right, so this is for you gym owners, personal trainers, and fitness professionals. Let's be perfectly honest. Gyms are closing their doors, members are cancelling, clients are cancelling, and there's a lot of fitness pros right now scared about if they're going to be able to get to the other side of this still with the business and without going broke. But I don't want this to be all doom and gloom. What I want to walk you through right now is how do you actually pivot? How do you actually get your current fitness business, your gym, your personal training business, and how do you actually start creating a thriving online coaching business? Because I want you to see the vast opportunity right now as the whole world is now looking on their phones and on their computers, and you have the answer for them. So this is where you can drastically join the few coaches that are really taking market share, and this is where you can grow a fantastic online coaching business right now if you do a couple of the right things in the right order. And that's why right now I'm going to walk you through this. So this isn't theory right now what I'm going to walk you through. This is the actual stuff that is working right now, and that's what I want you to think about. This is you right now today, and I want you to think in 3 years ahead down the line. Where do you want your business? How much money do you want to be making? How many people do you want to be helping? What about how much freedom that you want to have? Because there's a lot of experts and especially economists right now saying that there is about 18 to 24 months of hardship ahead, especially when it comes to the economy that we need to be able to get through. But there's a second timeline that we need to think about right now. And that's what I think is 6 months down the head, because there's 3 phases I want you to be able to get through. There's the first phase between now and 6 months. Then there's the second phase going up to the 18 to 24. And then there's past the downturn, which is where you can really start to have a thriving business. Because realistically, there's only 3 futures that we can end up in. There's 3 places that we can end up in going through these hardships right now. And that is the red line first. And that is where a lot of gym owners, a lot of personal trainers are going through right now. And you're on the red line because most people are going to be doing nothing. Now, I don't think you're probably going to be doing nothing. You're a smart cookie, and especially you being here right now. So I think you can avoid that pretty easily. Now, there are a lot of people that are going to get to the other side of this and kind of still be in the same place. But the problem is they're still in the same place 3 years down the track. I don't think that's a success because you've lost 3 years of time. And this will usually happen if you just do something. And it's why I said at the start of this, we need to be doing the right things in the right order. Because the third place that we can end up in as fitness professionals with your business is you can still have growth, but especially there's always opportunity after adversity, and your business can really take off from here. And that is if you do the smart things. And that's what I want to talk about today, because there is going to be a huge opportunity for you to be able to really start growing your business when it comes to what it is. Now, you're probably going, Chris, this sounds good, but what is it that I need to be doing to start getting my current business, my gym, my personal training business, my in-person, how do I start growing my online? That's a great question. That's what I want to walk you through right now. So what they think is, let me do a super quick triangle right now. Okay, because ultimately there's 3 things that we need to do with you right now. This is the exact tool. This is the diagnosis process I go with every client when we start getting them up and running. Because the first thing we need to do is we need to protect. And we need to protect you. We need to protect your team. And we need to protect your clients. Okay, we need to protect you, your health, your immune system, your business, your income. We need to protect your team so they make sure that they're not going off somewhere else because you need them later. And I'm sure, and well, hopefully, you care for them as well. So you want the absolute best for them because they're also going to be a part of you and your business. But we also need to protect your clients so you can give them the results that they actually came to you initially for as well. Now, there's the second thing that we need to think about, and this is we need to pivot. There are a lot of people saying that you need to pivot, but no one actually telling you the exact things. And this is where I want to get into the nitty gritty right now. Because what we need to pivot first is your message. If you are still putting out the same message before all these shenanigans in the world started to happen, the problem is you're not going to be talking to where people are at. You need to be attracting in the right type of clients that you want to be working with, but doing so in a way where you are positioning yourself as an authority, you as the go-to coach. So we need to be doing a pivot with your message. We need to be doing a pivot with your market. There are a lot of coaches right now using this as a fantastic opportunity to be able to decide on exactly who they want to work with. So this is where we need the right message to go in front of the right person, your market. But then there's the third factor, and that is media. Now stick with me, because if we have the right message going to the right market, we need to put it in the right place, which is media. So this is why one step needs to go to the other. Because the problem is, let's say if you have the right message, right, but you put it in the wrong media, then it doesn't work. Or let's say, for example, you put a message out, and it's going to the right market, but the problem is then it's actually still going in the right media, but it's not the right message. It still doesn't work. So this is why we need a message, market, media match. They're the three things that we need to be able to do. Now, we need to look at profit. And there's three things that we need to do to make this happen right now. The first is we need to be able to look at your offer. Okay, what is your actual offer? What are you selling for your online coaching? We need to get that really dialed in so your potential clients say, that's exactly what I want. You know that you have the solution for what it is that they're looking for, and we need to be able to craft that in a way where they're buying your stuff. Because let's be perfectly honest, there's a lot of fitness pros out there with Instagram and social media accounts, and they're putting a lot of content out there, and there might be people liking and commenting on their stuff. They might have a lot of followers, but they don't have a lot of customers. They don't have a lot of clients. So that's because they don't have the right offer in place for those people. So offer is the next one. Then we have model. We need to have the right model in place of your business. How are you actually servicing people? Is it high ticket one-on-one coaching? Is it a leveraged group coaching online? Is it a membership site? Is it a bunch of different things together? This is where we need to just align. Do you have the right business model in place to make the actual economic engine of your business work? Because then we need to look at the last one, and so many coaches don't think about this. The lifetime value of your clients, and how do we maximize that? Do we sell them something smaller on the front end and then upsell them into a program that might be a better fit later on? How do you get someone into your initial program? There's a lot of people selling like challenges or shorter programs that might be between 6 to 12 weeks. But how do you get a client going from 12 weeks to 12 months or even longer? That's where we need to make sure that we're looking at the lifetime value of where your clients are. So now you can see, if we can actually make this all piece together, what we need to do is, okay, firstly, are we protecting you and your business? Are we making sure we're protecting your team, and are we protecting your clients? Then we move to, do you have the right message? And we craft that message with you. Do you have the right marketing place, and you know your niche, and you know how to get in front of your niche and where you need to be putting your message? Then we need to make sure you have a high converting offer that talks to your clients. We are put together the actual business model so the economic engine of your business works, and then we can make sure that every client that comes on in is going to be massively increasing its value into your business so that you're earning more money and you're not chasing after more clients. So you can see how we need to piece together these key factors. Now, when it comes to even more, the next step that we need to go through right now, and this is where I don't want to leave you hanging, but this is where what we call the genius model inside of the Coaches Cartel. Every single new client that sits down, this is the exact process that we need to be able to go for. Also, just in case, because I can see my video is kind of blocking it, this section here, that is the event right now. So let's actually go through this, because what needs to happen is your business needs to do three things. You need to be able to attract in the right type of leads. You need to turn those leads and convert them into clients, and then you need to deliver your coaching at the end of the day. So this is the diagnostic tool that we use to know, are you on track to building your business? And if you're asking right now, hey Chris, how do I actually build my online business right now? This is the 9 exact steps that you need to be able to do. Because what we need to do is we need to be able to look at and say, hey, are you putting out authority content that has the right message on to the right market, on the right media, just like what we're talking about, so you can see how this pieces together. Then we need to look at, are you filling your funnel? Do you have a sales funnel put together? I'm not talking about those fancy ones that have like so many different pages? Are you simply having a set of steps that get someone that doesn't know you to know you, like you, trust you, you build a relationship to them, and then puts them into your sales pipeline so that you can actually sell them into your program? And then are you making sure that you're keeping people warm as they go through? Because let's be perfectly honest, someone might see a social media post where you're selling your program. They might get onto a sales page of yours, something. They don't buy straight away, and you shouldn't think that they're going to buy straight away. So this is where we call microwave leads. We keep them hot and we make sure that they're going through the process that we set up. Then, as we just spoke about, this is the event. This is actually, do you have a process that you can trust, a system that is going to be converting 8 to 9 out of 10 leads consistently? Then we need to build a tribe. Do you have a community building system to make sure that you're not constantly putting content out into the world, people seeing your stuff and then kind of flaking back off? You want to build an underswell. You want to build momentum so that you have a following that is loving your stuff, and then they start to bring in more people themselves, which just makes it more of a snowball effect. And then something we need to really think about is automation. Do you have the systems and processes and the technology and the automation in place? Because you can't be doing everything. There's only 24 hours in a day. So we need to make sure that we can use the technology to do what it's there to do to make our life easier, so we're not really doing all the heavy lifting in the business. Now, when it comes to delivery, we need to launch your program. We need to get your program to actually start delivering results to your clients. But then we need to take it one step further, and we need to build what we call a signature system, which is how are you going to best get your clients results, because that's the first thing we need to do. The second thing that we need to do is make sure, are you minimizing your time? Because a lot of people are trying to get to online coaching right now, but the problem is they're just getting themselves stuck behind their computer 24/7, and they're just not loving life, because that's even worse. Then we need to do the big factor when it comes to delivery, and that is building a recurring income stream so that you are able to see your income go from month to month to month to month. So then really easily right now, all you need to do is you need to think about it. You go, okay, look, am I putting authority content out? Maybe you kind of are. Mark it as an orange light. Do you have a funnel put together making sure you sell people? Maybe you don't. You mark it as a red light. Are you keeping leads warm as they go through your sales funnel? You might be like, Chris, I don't have that system put together. That's okay. Let's mark it as a red light. Are you building a tribe? Maybe you are and you feel pretty confident. You go, great, mark that as an amber light. Then you've got to think about automation. You're like, do you have automation in place? You might be like, Chris, I don't. Okay, that's cool. Mark it as a red light. We know that we need to come back to this. Have you launched your actual online coaching program? Maybe you said, yeah, you have, but it's not doing the greatest job. I haven't gotten that many clients on board. I think I could do it better. Mark as an orange light. That's cool. Have you built your signature system? No, I haven't, Chris. That's all right. And are you building a recurring income stream? Maybe you haven't right now. Now, this is just an example, but this is an example where you can now look at it and you go, great, I know that I need to start working on these specific things. You start working on the red lights first, then you go to the ambers, and then you start optimizing and fine-tuning the green. Then you know exactly what you need to be doing in the right order, just like what I said at the start of this piece for you. So you don't have any other confusion as to what it is that you need to be doing, because this is the difference. The coaches and the trainers that are doing this stuff are the ones that are consistently signing clients on every single week. These are the clients that are going to make sure that they're getting great results. The coaches doing this are the ones that are going to be taking market share. As we just said, there's amazing opportunity right now, and I want to make sure that you can take it that, because I'm a huge believer that a rising tide lifts all ships, and that's where I think us as a health and fitness industry, we can rise together and really help with this as well. So if this makes complete sense to you, that's amazing. I hope this really does. If you feel like there's a little bit of confusion and you want me and my team to help you out to know exactly where you are with this, what we can do is we can set you up with a strategy session. I'll pop a link below this video simply so you can book in a free call and chill out. It's free and there's nothing to buy on this call. This is our way to actually figure out, can we help you and what it is that you need as the best plan, and we can answer all of your questions from there. Then if we can actually help you implement it, great, we can chat about that later. But if anything, let's make sure that you have the exact right plan so you know what steps in what order you need to be able to do. So click the link below, book in a strategy session with me and my team, and we'll be able to help you out. And I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next episode.